Hi, I'm Fred Nelson from Craven Guitars. It's May 5th. I want to thank you for stopping by today. It's a beautiful day, and I appreciate you taking time out of your incredibly busy day to stop and listen to an old guy talk about guitars. Today, I want to talk about 4 Resonator guitars that we'll be bringing to you in June of this year. Before I get into that, let me share that when you stop at your website, craventenorguitars.com, you'll discover that it's gone in behind the veil of mystery. And what that means is our photographer and my website developer is busy creating an experience that is pleasurable on the website is what it is playing a Craven tenor guitar, okay? So let's quickly go into the 4 guitars. You probably know that I've talked quite a bit about La Belle Creole and lately Petite Joe, but I've had 2 of the guitars that I've had kind of stashed away that I haven't talked about yet. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you as well. All our Resonator guitars have 4 things that they share in common. They all have the 38-42 tapered neck, which is ideal for individuals with a little bit larger hand, possibly longer fingers or wider fingers, or arthritic hands as well, like myself, and an older guy that I am, or for people who really like to be able to bend their strings and be creative. You can do so much more on a 38mm nut width neck than what you can on the narrow tapered necks of the 1920s, the 1960s tenor guitars. All our woods are solid mahogany for bringing out the deep, richer sounds of a Resonator guitar rather than just the bright tones that you normally get from a Resonator. We use strictly a biscuit cone for the true Delta blues tone. Spider cones are wonderful for playing country music. You hear a lot of it in Nashville, but we're looking for the true Delta blues sound, and that's what you get only through a biscuit style Resonator cone. And our Resonator cones are specifically built for Craven tenor guitars, as are our Zephyr knobs, and our Zephyr knobs are from a 1930s Zephyr radio. We hunted the deepest and darkest parts of the Amazon to find you a synthetic alligator to produce synthetic alligator skinned hard shell cases. It's a very authentic, old school looking case that certainly blends in beautifully with your authentic Delta Blues Resonator guitar, okay? So let's talk about the 4 real quickly. I'm running out of time. La Belle Creole Triolean. She is a full Triolean size, mahogany body, abalone purfling, a longer scale of neck than what you're used to with a Craven tenor guitar. But again, she has got the beautiful ornate sounds that you get only from a Resonator Delta Blues style Resonator tenor guitar. Petite Joe, also her finish is a cognac finish guitar, so it's a very beautiful looking guitar, which really offsets along with that abalone. Okay, Petite Joe is her little brother, and he is a rough and tumble, busybody little guy who don't misjudge his small size for being a quiet little guy. He's loud and brash like a Resonator should be. The only difference is he's comfortable to hold, smaller in size. And if you look back at when guitars first came to North America, they weren't jumbo size, they weren't dreadnoughts, they weren't Trioleans, they were parlor size guitars. That's what came from Europe. That was our original guitar. It wasn't until we started playing with large orchestras or anything beyond the quartets that we needed larger and more voiceful guitars. So it really harbors back to the true original sizes of guitars. And in saying that, when you look back in the Library of Congress, like I have, you'll discover that all the original guitars, Resonator guitars, really found their voice using a biscuit style resonator, and they were guitars that really started producing Hawaiian music. You know, that was their origin, literally. Then they found their way into blues, and let's face it, as a blues guitar and for country, a Resonator guitar has a totally unique sound. And as a Delta blues sound, you can only get that true Delta sound through a biscuit style resonator cone. Okay, let's talk about the two guitars that have been totally confidential. No one knows a thing about. This is all inside skinny, folks. Nobody else knows about it. I'm glad to share it today. The model 1929 is known as the Patrician Triolean. She is a true solid brass, buffed stainless finish Triolean guitar. Rather than F-holes, it has the traditional lattice style sound holes to really give it a much brighter voice when you're playing it. You can play it either electric or acoustically. The brass finish makes it easier to maintain. You don't have thumbprints and fingerprints all over a high polished body. So it will be able to go with you on gigs, and you're not going to want to have to polish it before you get up on stage with it. All our guitars are always stage quality. I don't want to produce anything that I can't hand to an artist and say, you know, you'll be comfortable and it will support you on stage. The last guitar I want to talk to you about and spend the most time with is model 1930. I've spent so much time researching in the Library of Congress, in old books on the internet, anywhere else, the history of resonator guitars, the early blues players, anything I could find about the construction characteristics of those original guitars. And I looked at ways to be able to apply it to a guitar to make it unique. And what I've done is I'm bringing to you Labelle Loren, and Labelle Loren is an O-body size resonator guitar. And if you follow Craven tenor guitars, you're very familiar with the Sherry Ulrich 265. It is an O-body size guitar. The benefit of that is you get the smaller size, yet you still get the incredible sounds and the voicing of a full-size dreadnought style guitar in the smaller size. It balances out the cone much nicer, and the insides of the guitar itself is a hand-carved sound chamber. That's what the cone sits down inside. It is hand-carved. It's not machine-produced. All these components are put together by one single artisan. It's not done on the factory floor. The Labelle Loren is truly an artist quality guitar. It's very ornate. It's a very beautiful guitar, and it's created to be not only a showpiece and artistic, but also a true Delta blues sound machine. So I really look forward to bringing that guitar to you. This is the guitar that I have spent well over 18 months researching, studying, dreaming about, and to finally be able to bring it to you. I'm beyond excited. I look forward to being able to finally share it with you. So that's it in a nutshell. I really thank you for taking your time to be with me today. I look forward to bringing these guitars to you. They are coming in June. So until then, until I see you again, take care of yourselves, take care of your family and friends, love them while you've got them. And I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks so much. Take care.